What's up everybody, it's the Higgs here joining you from MMOplay.com, and I have another first look for you today on a game called Metal Reaper Online. As usual, I know very little about this game. We're just going to jump right in, so let's do that now. Nice little intro loading screen. This is actually one of the very few things I do know about this, is that it was picked up by Steam's Greenlight, so this might be one you see on Steam in the near future. I got it from the developer's website, but may be coming to a Steam client near you. Okie dokie, looks like your old top-down third-person viewpoint here. Standard sort of movement. Cool. Starting this after character creation, obviously, but there were a lot of character creation options. I just ended up going to preset because I'm dumb like that. But yeah, if you're wondering, this is definitely not a standard character, or there's not like a handful of characters to choose from. There's a pretty nice comprehensive character creation process if you're into that sort of thing. That guy's bloody. It's such a nitpicky thing, but it's like with games like this, if they would just invest a little bit more money into translation, into English, into Spanish, into whatever languages that aren't the native language of the game, I think it would really take out the distraction factor from having sentences that don't quite feel right and phrases that aren't really phrases, and yeah, it seems like such a dumb thing to not invest in my opinion, So far this is very story driven, which I certainly don't have any complaints about. Oh, look at this big gun. Whoa, this is nice. I love these splatter effects. Those are nice, big, juicy splatter effects. Always something you want to see in a game like this. I'm a little confused. Are these supposed to be zombies, or are these people? I would like to know that. I'm a little confused on that front. Obviously people. I don't think zombies drive tanks. At least not zombies I know of. Take the rifle and these ammos for the rifle. See, it's just like a little, you're playing it and you read that, and it's just this little irk in your mind. It's like, why couldn't you just hire somebody to check your English another time or two? Or whatever language you're... I'm assuming in every language it's super distracting. I only speak 7 languages. That's a lie, I don't speak 7 languages. I do French. I do a little parlez-vous français. I kind of sort of read Latin. Nobody really speaks Latin, but I kind of read Latin. I definitely speak Pig Latin. And I used to know a bit of Klingon, but that was a long time ago. Sort of veered off track in the discussion, haven't we? Let's get back to the game. I appreciate that they didn't just go straight out with the auto pathfinding, as a lot of games are wont to do these days, but instead they put arrows on the ground for you. I feel like that's a nice compromise. It's a decent way to do it when, although I do wonder Are you really worried about your players not being able to find their way? These maps seem pretty straightforward and streamlined and easy to navigate through. So even the arrows on the ground, I'm a little bit like, do we really need it though? The art's really nice, I'll give them that. Very, very nice artwork for these little loading screens. What the deuce is all that stuff? Wow, that is distracting. Look at all that. Man, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of that later. Hopefully there's a way. I guess that's like a mini-map thing. I guess it was doing that in the last level too, but I thought it was just maybe like an intro level helper. I didn't realize it was like a part of the game. Wow, look at that. It's like a cloud of nonsense just swirling around your character. What designer thought that was attractive? Like, what designer was like, you know what would be great? If we could have your mini-map hover above your character so that all the icons look like they're just a nebulous cloud. So your character could just reach out and touch, all Minority Report style. Like, who thought that was well designed? Because that is not well designed. Surely there's a way to change it. Wow. Hey, maybe one of these things will tell me. I also hate when status text, like a word, like the weapon system here ends on wep and then doesn't have a dash to go to on system. It's a dumb little thing. It annoys me. Minimap. 3 pointed places for the minimap. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so we can move it. That's good. Even there, it's still a little distracting. I guess it's better than being on top of you, though. And then sort of a return home key, alrighty. Falorn, Eastern Ruin. You know, you definitely got, in terms of play style, it's one of those games you played before. No doubt about that. So far it's fun-ish. I yet to see how it could be super challenging. You would think now would be the point where they would start showing you that kind of stuff. Like, this is what makes this game hard. But by my estimation, I've got a pretty OP gun that only takes like a shot or two to splatter fools into the ground. It's not much like movement really required yet, and I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I'm sort of like, all right. So what's special about this? You know? I mean, yeah, this gun is just like, it's just mowing these fools down, and I'm not really entirely sure. I almost wish you didn't have a gun this powerful. I almost wish you just had like a pistol or something. Or that the creatures you were killing took more than 2 shots to bring down. I guess I just wish it was a little more challenging up front, you know. I literally just ran straight through that zombie, or whatever they are. Just for funsies. Just see if it could be done. And it can. Can run straight at somebody, just hold down your fire button and you'll be okay. All that being said, I mean, it is designed well. I mean, you know, the graphics are working and the sound design is nice, and you know, it's not like it's not a functional game. It's totally functional, and it's interesting aesthetically. The storyline seems a little tired, and the gameplay seems a little tired. And by tired, I just mean you've seen it before. Even when they do get like a hit on you, they don't hurt that much, you know. At least make it so you can't take a hit. You guys, you know, You guys know what I'm saying. Trying to elaborate. Just make it harder. That's all I'm saying. Make it more of a challenge up front, so that's how you learn how to play, you know, a game. Just make it hard. And there's a lot of just running back and forth between NPCs. You know, that sort of thing worked in 2005, 2006. It doesn't really work anymore. People get bored by that. I get bored by that. I don't want to run back and forth between NPCs. I want to be doing things. I mean, this little chain here has been 5 or 6 NPCs all within 40 yards of each other. Just running between them in a circle and accepting and then completing quests. And that's no fun. I mean, that's not a game. That's a to-do list. Tell you what, I'm just going to bounce on back to town. I think we've seen enough of the combat. Well, that's pretty cool. You call it a helicopter evacuation. That's neato. I want to take a look at some of the UI stuff and back-end stuff before we call this one, but I feel like we got a pretty good grasp on combat. You got a gun. Probably got some abilities you can unlock later. And there you go. I've already got 3 pieces of mail. Have not talked to a single soul. 3 pieces of mail. All from the devs. Some sort of mission battleground thing here. It looks like I need to be a high level to do it, but it looks like some sort of grouped up deal. That's cool. So let's take a look at some back-end stuff. Here's your character information. Very comprehensive. Good to see, good to see. Avatar info, I don't know what that did, but it did something. And then skills. Oh, it looks like I got a couple skills I could have been using, but I did not know it. Probably should have checked it anyway. Gasoline bomb and first aid. If you're wondering, there's a bunch of different... When you set up your character, you choose what career your character was before all this badness happened. And I went with a criminal, but there were a bunch of interesting choices like actor and... Oh, look at emoticons. Neat. Actor and police officer and firefighter and martial artist and all kinds of interesting ones. And those determined some of your passive skills. I don't remember what criminal was, but it looks like it also determines your active skills as well. Nice big achievement board there with area achievements as well. That's neat. Map and mini map. Let's take a look at the world map. That's a pretty big. Yeah, it looks all right. Party matching and friends. Cool. So my final impressions on this game, Metal Reaper Online, are it's okay. You know, it's all right. You've definitely seen it, and in various incarnations. Oh, and it looks like there's a cash shop, so it might be in danger of this being a pay-to-win. Although this stuff looks pretty tame, so maybe not a pay-to-win. I would say if you were hurting for new content of this sort, this is definitely one to check out. But it's not the sort of game that you should definitely run out and grab right now. So, I have been the Higgs from MMOplay.com. Thank you very much for watching. What do you guys think of this? Are you interested in playing it? Are you playing it? Leave a comment below and let me know. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.